What's up, guys? My name's Harlan. Today I'm going to be going over a quick draw. Quick draw from Appendix carrier. I have my CZP10C right on me right now. And we're just going to be going through the motions, kind of what to do, step by step kind of process on how to get a really quick draw from concealment. So here it goes. This is what it's going to look like. Finished product. Obviously not perfect. I still have stuff to work on, such as defeating my garment, getting a good purchase on the gun. I don't think that's what I really have to focus on right now. But practice makes perfect, so let's get into this. All right, so this is what it's gonna look like. And I was dead on. I was right exactly where I needed to aim, or right exactly where I was looking at. So yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna look like in real time. The first step on how to get good at concealment is to defeat your garment, get a good purchase on the gun. So step one, defeat your garment. So get a good grip of your shirt, pull up further than you think you need to, so that way you know that there's no extra material getting in the way or hindering your purchase on your weapon. So defeat your garment, and then what I like to do is put my thumb over the slide right here. So I purchase it like this. I put my thumb right there. As you can see, I don't have rear iron sights right now just because I'm still working on this gun. But anyways, put your thumb right there and then try to get as deep of a purchase as you can. This is going to be the most important part, because if you get a bad purchase on your gun, you're not going to be able to aim actually quite as well, and then your recoil recovery from your first shot is going to be horrendous. You can even drop the weapon. All right, so this is empty. Always practice with the empty weapon. So here it goes. Defeat your garment. Good purchase on your weapon. Practice this multiple times, and then soon enough you'll be able to do it like super quick without even thinking about it. All right. So step two is going to be focusing on your purchase on your weapon and presenting it. So we're going to be purchasing the weapon, presenting it, ensure that your finger's off the trigger. This is very important, to ensure that your finger's off the trigger until you actually aim at what you're about to shoot at. So my target's over there. I'm going to be aiming, and as you can see right here, this is going to be slow motion, so make sure you practice this. Once you get good at purchasing your weapon, you're going to want to pull, purchase, and then I kind of like twist it so it goes like this. I try to keep the muzzle pointed towards my target as much as possible throughout the draw stroke. So here it goes. That's in slow motion. And you don't have to be fast. It's actually better to be smooth than it is to be fast. Fast is just looking cool and going through the motions for, I guess, I don't know, likes or whatever. But anyways, so here it goes. Purchase, draw, and as you can see, I'm just rotating my arm. And then once I get to right about here is when I push out. So I push out, push the weapon out, align the front sights with your iron sights. Align your front sights with your rear sights, superimpose that in between your rear sights if you have irons, and if you have a red dot, you should be able to actually see your red dot exactly where you're aiming. So this is kind of very important, so that way you can get a good first round, which is probably the most important round whenever you're in a self-defense situation. So here we go. What I want you to do is practice from here, from like a low ready, and just draw out. And if your red dot is on your target, that's perfect. So it has to be, put your red dot and superimpose it on your target, and then that's when you put your finger on the trigger. So as you can see, well, you can't really see right now, but every time I push out, my red dot is actually superimposed on my target. It's within a few inches and I'm 10 yards away, right? So that's pretty good. Right there, that one was a little high and to the left. just need to practice on it. You still have to practice every single day if you want to get good at something. That one was a little bit low, but once you keep practicing pushing your weapon out and firing, you'll be able to get consistent shots faster and faster. And that's the key to speed, is consistency. So you want to keep practicing step 1, and step 2 was the draw stroke, pulling it out. And another tip that I'm going to tell you guys to do whenever you're doing your draw stroke is to be conscious of where your trigger finger is. If you're purchasing the weapon and your finger's immediately on the trigger, that's a no-go. Don't even, stop what you're doing, take your finger off the trigger until you're right about here, and then once you're pushing out is when you place your finger on the trigger and press the trigger whenever you're ready to fire. All right? This is very crucial for your own safety. You don't want to be shooting anything off. So here it goes. That's my draw stroke. We're gonna try it one more time. All right, so here's what it looks like from the side. That one, my red dot was a little bit high, so I need to be more consistent. I didn't have a very good purchase on my weapon. My hand was a little bit like this instead of like this. So let's try that again. All right. And that's basically the steps on how to do a draw stroke, and also making sure that your sights are centered on your target, and squeezing the trigger is also a good step. So that would be step 3, right? So draw stroke, push out. Step 3, I'll superimpose your target or your reticle on your target, squeeze the trigger or pull the trigger, whatever it is. Again, dry firing is going to be one of the best ways to practice getting good accuracy. You can actually be very accurate just dry firing, never firing a single round. You can watch my other video, it's pretty cool. But anyways, let's try it one more time. Nice and slow. All right. Keep practicing this every single day, consistently, and you will get good. You will get faster, you'll be more consistent, you'll have less problems defeating your garment. And you guys do have to remember that this is in the perfect situation where I'm standing, I'm ready for my target to appear, I'm ready to shoot. In real life, it's not gonna always be like that, right? So make sure you practice, but also take into account that you're not always gonna be wearing just a perfect t-shirt. You're gonna have a jacket on, so make sure you practice with your jacket. It's gonna be slower because it's more garment to defeat, stuff like that. All right, well, thank you guys for watching.